Capricorn, how you doing? I know, I'm like all kinds of serious straight up front. No, I know you're going through a confusing time. I have the Lenormand out in front of me. I know that you're going through a confusing period in terms of your anchorage or your settlement or your roots, like not your roots, your foundation, your security. It is kind of confusing right now. This is a transitional phase, and I don't mean to dull your shine. Capricorn, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. The tarot actually happens over in the extended along with the romance specific reading. So please do join me over there. It's a huge help for the channel. It's what makes the channel exist. And plus you get an exceptional addition to the reading. So, I don't mean to diminish what you're experiencing by saying this, but it is a transitional period for everyone. And that's why we're shaken up, because transitions are weird. You know, they're those wonky time periods. Think of just being born, right? Think of Bambi, that scene from Bambi, where he was just born and his legs are all floppy and wobbly. What are you gonna do? Sit down and not walk? No, you have to get through the awkward time. The awkward time is the strengthening time. It's the prep for becoming a master, being able to walk and not having to think about it anymore. So we got to be a little bit wobbly right now. And I know that's what you're experiencing. You're experiencing that a little bit wobbly right now. And I understand that. And I understand how uncomfortable it is, particularly for you, the cardinal of all earth signs, the steel, if you will, the metal that likes to have solid ground. But this is not a moment that's not going to last forever. And I will say this, special things are going to happen. One of the particular challenges that Lenormand is pointing out is that, just what other people are saying, it has become some sort of an issue for you. Now, it could mean that they're talking about you, they're talking shit about you, etc., or they're just the fact that they're talking about you and giving opinions where maybe you did not ask, or it's somebody that you actually really care about and you wish that you had their full support, and they want to give you their full support, but it's a little bit stressful. They're not quite sure that this is the best. They hope for the best, but they're just have a heavy heart about what might happen. The possibilities for failure in whatever y'all are engaged with are very high right now. Well, you don't win without risk, and that's just the truth. And I'm really proud of you for getting in there and playing. And you're right. Now, this is the thing. When you take risks, how do you make sure that they become triumphs? Well, the one thing you can do always is remember your strength, and remember that you're not some like floatsy toatsy little you've made things work before, you'll make them work again. In other words, you must remember your strength through this period. It's not as wonky as you think. Hold on. Capricorn. I'm taking this from the Mystic Wisdom card deck. Mystic Wisdom. I have to update my card list below. A couple of viewers reminded me of that, and I will do that for you guys. Creative wonderment. Follow your passion. This is scary, isn't it? But it's also a secret. The secret to that foundation that you want, which is, well, what do you love? It's always been there. It's there for you. Why aren't you believing in it? You want something solid, yes? So what's in your heart? What has always been in your heart? Is it or is it not something that has always been there? Is that or is that not something that's consistent? Right? Something that's always been there is inevitably consistent. Let's keep going and seeing where this is leading us. Money. Maybe it'll take money, take investment. Usually this means that money is coming in. It could very well be you're going somewhere, you're moving around. Maybe you're taking a trip, but there's an investment in the future, investment in progress to be made. Also an investment in the unknown, not being certain or secure, but simultaneously, being up for the adventure. There is money that you seem either to be spending, or maybe money feels like it's going away from you, or to pursue this ideal, this dream, or this energy that you've always desired. It takes an investment. Literally, it could mean that you are taking a trip and going to pursue your interests, going to school, going to training, going to just explore and experience things that you've always had a passion for. So it's almost like throwing caution to the wind when you feel like you're stupid for throwing caution to the wind. I don't think that you are. Moon, there's something underlying here. Desires, secrets, but usually it's just emotions. It's what are you feeling right now? Here's the kicker, man. Love. It's hard to trust love because love isn't entirely in our hands. And that, for at least some of you, and we will get into the romance specific reading, but for at least some of you, Capricorn, love is what I'm talking about here. And what does that mean? It means that not everything is in your control. You know, happy birthday, Doug Denny. To love is to be vulnerable. It's to put your heart into somebody else's hands and take their heart into yours. You both have a heart, but you have each other's. It's an exchange. It's trust. It's vulnerable, but it's also very beautiful. So there is some sense of you're feeling love. Now, you may feel uncomfortable with it. You may want to run away from it. You may even be finding excuses or trying to find excuses to get away from it so that you don't get carried away or you're not left vulnerable. I keep hearing this card come up in my head. I got it in my daily. You can see my daily on Instagram, or I post them over on Astrology Motivation. That's my second channel. So check out my second channel. I'd love for you to subscribe over there too. It's called Astrology Motivation. But anyway, in the daily tarot card reading is, it said basically, one card came out, why are you working so hard? Are you working so hard because it's directly aligned with your goals? Or are you working so hard to escape something else? And I feel like that can even be metaphoric too, that you're working very hard to escape something that scares you, something that's actually more important, but causes you a great deal of discomfort. And that could be love. Got a lot more of this reading. I don't know. Let's see. Capricorn. It could also be you putting your security in somebody else's hands, entering into a partnership with somebody. And this is new. I will heal. Oh. Ooh. Are you getting over a broken heart? Or is this the first time that you've felt connection since you've had your heart broken? And this is a beautiful kind of like a statement of encouragement of you will heal. I will heal. But it tells me that you're still trying to heal from a shitty experience in the past. And so that's an extra conflict, isn't it? To really be able to trust and give over to this new opportunity. Like, how do I know this is real? As an astrologer and tarot card reader, I can tell you things are different. They may not feel different right now, Capricorn, but they actually are different because we've changed. We're not the same people we used to be, you know, and that means that everything is different. Material and spiritual prosperity, baby. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Hold on. And look at how it looks like he's surrounded by angels' wings. And then you have angels' wings. I will heal. So in whichever place you were broken or you were struggling, God's sending you healing, sending you opportunities to to get better, to get well, to heal. Will you take them? Scary, I know. I often share with you the little parable that I heard, and And that parable is simply this, that little joke that said, a man was in the middle of the flood and the fire engines came up and were like, woo, 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 with their alarms and said, sir, come on, we have to evacuate the street. And the guy said, don't worry, I'm not going. God will save me. And so the fire engine left. And then the fucking water rose up, probably to his second floor. And the Coast Guard came by and was like, sir, we've got to get you out of here. And he was like, I'm not going anywhere. Thank you. I don't need your help. God will save me. And then the water rose again. So the guy had to be on his roof. And a helicopter came by and said, sir, we're here. Rescue team, search and rescue. Come with us. And the guy was like, don't worry. God will save me. I'm going to be fine. The water rose. The man tried to pedal for a little while or tread water for a little while, and he drowned. He gets to heaven. So he must have been a pretty good dude. And he says to God, how could you let this happen to me? I trusted that you'd be there for me. And here I am dead. And God said to him, what did you expect? I sent you a fire engine, the Coast Guard, and a helicopter. So the idea behind that joke is that God works through the 3D world. And sometimes it's hard to see that, especially when we have these dreams or ideals that we've worked up in our head. Oh, this is the way it's supposed to look. If God comes to save me, it'll be loaves and fishes and rainbows and firecrackers. And it's just like, no, sometimes it's just in that neighbor that says, hey, can you watch my kids? And you're like, no, I had plans. But they're like, they beg and they throw their kids on you and they leave. And you know what? If you had left when you were supposed to, you would have gotten into a horrible car accident, right? Sometimes it's that train that delays you, right? When you would have ended up in the 9/11 towers, right? Sometimes God works in mysterious ways to help where God can. And there's help coming through, and it may not be a perfect situation, but your heart is going to tell you, but I want this situation. Even though it's not perfect, I do love this. And as long as you feel that ringing in your heart, that harmony, you know you're in the right place. Accelerated motion is here, so wishes coming true. Be very careful, because wishes that come true don't look like wishes in your brain. Fantasy and reality are two different places. Fantasy has no laws of physics or gravity, right? Which is one of the laws of physics, I think. But reality does. So it's gonna look different. The shapes, the fluency are not going to be the same. It doesn't mean your dreams are not coming true. This is definitely your aspirations, your goals, manifesting and landing on earth like a shooting star, positive movement forward, and there you go. It happens little by little. It doesn't happen like bam, wham, bam, overnight, everything's magical. That's not how this shit goes, Capricorn. And you know that better than anyone. What is built slowly lasts for a long time. And this is a watery place. So it's once again dealing with emotions, something emotional that you've always wanted. So it could be love. It could be relationships. It could just be something that's so important to you. It is your true love. It doesn't have to be a person. Believe in the impossible. Go ahead. 8 I just saw 2 8s. Now 8 is an angel number that says prosperity and abundance is going to start coming through to you. Prosperity and abundance in terms of financial resources starting to chip away and come through. The whole thing with you, Capricorn, is that it's challenging to acknowledge financial resources that are not coming through your hard work. If you weren't the one to actually if you weren't the one to earn the money, then you don't feel like the money is yours. But what if it's your husband's? Well, you know, what if it's something you won? That's what I mean. It's like everything doesn't have to be difficult. And for most signs, I don't have to say that. But for you, I do, because it's almost like you're always looking for things to be hard to qualify them. You know, to say, yes, they deserve to be in existence. Yes, I deserve them because they were difficult. But that's just not the case here. Believe in the impossible. And Sagittarius energy, look at the bigger picture. You know, stand back, look at that bigger picture. Sagittarius energy is spontaneous. You know, it is live in the moment, you know, shoot for the future. It is travel. There's more travel. You're going places. You're going places. And I think you kind of know what's happening, but you're also like simultaneously, you're afraid to give over to this. This was weird. You're afraid to believe completely that this is secure, because maybe, like I said, maybe you're getting married, right? And you have your spouse's money. It's like, it doesn't always have to be yours or something that you earned. And you can earn things in different ways, maybe by being a good spouse, you know, maybe by being a good partner. You know, not everybody brings the money to the table. Sometimes somebody else does the elbow grease. It's like, what can you contribute? What are you contributing? This is uncommon ground for you. And I know that it's difficult for you, but it is not impossible. In fact, you want to talk about hard work? This is going to be the hardest work you've ever done, because this to you feels like work in the blind, work blind. So this work is going to take a lot of faith. Both of these things come out to say you've got friends that want to support you. You've got friends that will always have your back and protect you. And you've got friends that are watching over you even when you don't think. In other words, people love you. Happy birthday, Doug Denny, more 623. People love you. So opportunities are coming through, right? Did you ever watch It's a Wonderful Life? It's kind of like that. He could have been a Capricorn. You know, it's like, if I'm not making all the money, if I'm not doing it all myself, then I'm worthless. I'm worthless. I have no value. So not true. So not true. The movie's all about a man who's pondering suicide. And an angel comes to show him what life would be like without him, and really how horrible it is, just to show him that he means more to people than a paycheck, you know, or presents he can buy, and that he is actually loved. Decide the outcome. Ooh, all of this is directly aligned to decisions that are being made. Fill the well. Something has run dry because it's coming out in reverse. So it's saying it's time for you to fill up. Allow yourself to be nurtured and change the scenery. Are you moving? Are you traveling? This is a reoccurring theme. Where are you going? It's somewhere where you want to go. I think it just feels like you're still. It doesn't feel like your fear is going to get the best of you. It doesn't feel like you're going to not do it. But if I can encourage you at all to, let's put it this way. I want to remind you of your strength. You're not. Like, if you can trust your strength and courage in situations that are familiar to you, you can trust it in situations that are unfamiliar. All it is a bunch of critical thinking. Take the skills you had and apply them to where you are now. It's not like all your fortitude and tenacity goes out the window just because you're in a new situation. In a different situation, you're still the same person. You may not know this as well, but you know enough to be able to figure it out. Questioning your beliefs. Ask yourself why you have these doubts. Ask yourself why you believe that you're not supposed to fall in love, or that you're supposed to pay all your bills, or you're worthless. Ask yourself why you believe that. And don't just fall on Papa Saturn. Don't just fall on Papa Saturn. Think about what were those lessons that you learned throughout your childhood, especially. Because when we're children, we don't question lessons being taught to us. We don't have discernment or experience. So we just like absorb it and say, yeah, that must be real. And now it's almost like, is it real? Is it really real? And is it really my only option? I'm going to give you a hint. The answer is no. It is not real. It is just perception, and it is not your only option. Let's see what options you do have, what the angels want to say. Azurite, deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences. This is no joke, man. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. once again filling that well, and that well has been emptied, and you've probably gone through hurt in the past, which is what this I will heal card is. And you will heal by allowing yourself to be loved in ways that you are owed that love. Jade, wellness, more wellness. The recovery of health and wellness is here. And there you go. And there you go. Time to get yourself back into balance, including this beautiful heart chakra, this energy of green, this getting back to your true self instead of the self that you were kind of forced to be. Hey, this message is definitely necessary for somebody. Between worlds, you got your transition card. Oh, look. No place like home. Are you moving? It's almost like you're changing homes. I know my friend is, and my best friend is a Capricorn, and it's almost like you're switching homes, you're changing homes. And I can't believe that I'm getting this for you guys. This is crazy. This is a transitional period, maybe even of a place that you call home, or your understanding of what home and family is. That could also be changing, morphing, changes in your family. That could include anything from divorce to getting married, to kids going away to college, to a new child being born. There's some sort of transition or change directly impacting your 4th house. Interesting. Let's go into, your animal totems. Animal totems are really important because it's the way that the universe uses the natural world to speak to you. So whenever you see any of these images, especially if you see the animal itself, pay very close attention to what's happening. Right now, I'd like you to take a second to like this video and also share it to your social media platforms. That really helps the channel grow. Subscribe below if you haven't already. And for those of you who are returning, thank you for your constant support. And then ring that bell and hit all notifications. I always upload Capricorn along with Pisces and Aquarius every single Wednesday. Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius is already up. Cap, don't just watch your sun sign, because that is not all you are. If for a really well-rounded message, I suggest your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. So, and they're all here for you in playlists. The messages are timeless. Once again, check out Astrology Motivation. That's my new channel where I post my weekly astrology forecast. That's a banger of a video every week, as well as other really great content like the Astrology Motivation manifestation videos. And I'm starting to post my dailies over there as well. So you can catch my dailies on Instagram live. If you want to interact with me, follow me on Instagram, born_without_boundaries, and then we can interact live. If you're just after the daily messages, you can get them over there, or you can get them on Astrology Motivation. So let's get into the animal totems. We have, once again, see the big picture. A rebirth is assured. Sometimes when we look too closely in front of us, it's like tunnel vision. This is a sense of finally coming out of your cocoon. It's reminding you that what you felt was safe was actually your prison. And you have to let out of your prison. And sometimes that rush of sun hurts. And sometimes being free feels scary. But this is about getting out of your comfort zone, because your comfort zone actually became a trap for you. So the abundant universe will provide. Once again, man, this is Taurus energy. The universe is taking care of you. It really is. It is something that magic works through you. And this is Cancerian energy. So that 4th house energy is almost like you're bringing abundance in ways that you don't completely recognize. But it's you're the magic here. You did earn this, Capricorn. Trust the great mystery. You're still having a problem with this because this card is coming upside down. You're having a problem just giving over and diving in. And you're still trying to be like, no, I breathe air. I can't dive deep. But when you're a whale, you can. It's almost like you're ready, but you don't know that you're ready. And then we have electric eel, also in reverse. Bring your ideas to life. So there's something that you still haven't pulled the trigger on, that you're hesitant on, and it has to do with a creative project. Some sort of creative project that you need to get to work on And the universe wants you to. That's why it's setting you up with all this support. But now you're questioning the support. You're worried about the support. And you're like, I can't do anything if I'm worried about the support. And it's like, stop. Know when you're looking for excuses. Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. We're getting into your angel messages now. So, let's say sacred space. We, your angels, surround you with emerald, gold, and rose pink light. Surrender your concerns and worries and enter this sacred space of love and healing. I'm telling you, going somewhere that people want to take care of you. This space that you're traveling to is going to nurture you. Destiny. Your destiny is to blossom, to shine, to transform to ever greater light. Encouraging words indeed. So it is your destiny to succeed. And then we have trust. All will work out well. We, your angels, are here to nurture, protect, and heal you. Trust in the healing power of our love. We love you more than you will ever know. We have 2 more of the angel cards, actually 3 on the deck. I'm going to do those in the extended. Come on over and let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I'll see you guys over there. Bye.